nothing but fishing thing.
Morning, it's April the 15th, it's nearly 9 o'clock, so I've been here almost a couple of hours actually now. Got here probably 7ish, I think, so yeah, nearly 2 hours. I'm fishing peg 7. I should explain actually, I've forgotten my tripod or misplaced it, I don't know where it is, so most of today is going to be handheld, so sorry if you feel a bit nauseous. I'm fishing peg 7. I've got the, well, I'll just show you, right rod fishing just off this bush here. It's actually extremely deep for how close in it is. I felt the lead down, it's probably 5 foot here. And the left rod, I've just sort of a small chuck, it's mid-water. And both rods I'm fishing the bait that I'm using from Bang On Baits with a few free offerings around, and a couple of cell boilies out there as well. They're very similar colours actually, the baits, but my baits that I'm fishing on the hook or on the hair are completely different sort of smell, but similar sort of colour, so hopefully they'll recognise cell as being a familiar bait, but often I think they might be a bit wary of that and just picking off a few of the cell boilies and moving on. So hopefully they'll smell something different, and they'll be interested to see what it is. So this is my second session I've been using these baits, so hopefully I'll have one today. Weather-wise, it's meant to get up to about 15-16 degrees, so I think spring is finally here. I don't want to jinx it, but yesterday was quite warm as well. Today's meant to be the same, sunny spells later on, so the water temperature is going to warm up. A couple of fish have been out the last few days, so yeah, I'm feeling quite confident. It's got all the day ahead of me, I'm in a good swim, and just looking forward to hearing one of them go off today. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So I'm going to stop rambling on and hopefully have a fish today. Yeah, as it was my birthday yesterday, I've got the new stainless JRC Chunky, and very impressed with it so far. It looks a lot nicer than the bank stick setup I was using before. And I should have some new bobbins by next session. I've bought some bespoke bobbins, some nothing but fishing ones, so that'll be quite cool when I've got them. And another cool little thing I've got for my birthday is this Kodak Play Sport ZX5. It films HD and underwater, so I hope to use this more regularly and get some nice footage of catch and release of fish, and also some sort of underwater rig videos. And hopefully in the summer, when fish are feeding in the margins, especially on runs waters, try and get some underwater footage of them feeding. That'd be awesome. But one step at a time. I'm trying to get used to using it. It's very sensitive, like when you're trying to film, any slight movement is exaggerated on it. So trying to get used to that. I've done a couple of little filming bits earlier on with rigs, so I'll just show you that. On the left rod I'm fishing simple KD rig with single boilie and pop-up corn, just to make it a bit more buoyant, and as you can see from the underwater footage, the bottom on this lake is very silty, so that sort of pop colour might make the visually more attractive, as well as better balance, so when the fish sucks it up it's not as heavy as a normal boilie. It'll sort of floating a bit more and almost waft about. So that's what's on the left rod. And on the right rod, fishing a little combi rig, and like I said, it's just really close in the margin, so I felt the lead down nice and soft. So that's the two rigs, very similar to what I've been fishing all the time up here, and similar tactics bait wise. So I just really want to fish today. I say this every time, but I really do. It's been such a, I think it's my 10th session now on it. I've had one fish, and that was early this year. It's been a few months now since I've had one out of here. Weather picking up, it's looking good. Right, I've just got both rods back out. Borrowed a mate's bait boat to get the rods out. I've moved up into the shallow end because there's a few fish that have been sat under these trees over here. To get a cast over there would be nearly impossible. So we've bait bowed them under the trees where the fish are just sat. No one can cast there really. So that's both rods. I've got the left one just off this stump here as you saw, and the right one just going into the bay a bit further. Fishing completely slack lines and quite tight drags, so hopefully I'll get a few beeps and it'll be solid, but I'm sitting close to my rods, so if I get a few beeps I'll be straight onto it. So got to try something. I mean, it's the first fish I've seen in ages, so there's at least something I can actually see. So that's where I'm fishing. Same baits, only the left one is now double pop-up corn. I'll show you the rig in a bit later. But yeah, feeling quite confident in this one now. I mean, I only did a couple of hours down there, but the fish are up here, clearly up here, so I've moved up here now. Well, I didn't catch him on my rig or anything, but this tench was just sat in the margin, so I've got some underwater footage of him. Stuck the net under him and he went in. So don't know really what he's doing. Can't really claim it as a capture, but it's the biggest tench I've ever seen in real life. And I guess kind of caught. I don't know if you can call it a capture, like I said, but that is a pretty big tench. I've never seen one that big. So I think I might weigh him just to see how much he is. But it's not a carp. But it's another fish out of there, I guess. And I've moved swim up into the shallow end. We've seen a few fish in a bay, but I've got him. So quickly weigh him and I'll slip him back. well, it's just gone 10 past 12, it's nearly time for lunch. No action on the rods yet, but I'm fishing completely slack, so I probably won't get much indication unless I actually pick up a fish. I've seen a few bubbles and things coming up, a few little fry jumping, and one big swirl, which was probably a carp, only about a foot or two from my spot, well, from the left spot. So it's still looking quite promising. It's quite warm, so I think that's why the fish are up this end. And plus I don't think this end has really fished as much as the rest. So kind of a bit of an advantage, but then again, if it's not fished very often, there's not much bait going in up here, so any bait that is going to be in here, it's going to look a bit unnatural for this part of the lake. But I don't know, I'm all for trying different things on here, because I just need another fish, as you know. As for this underwater camera, as I've probably already put in the video, I managed to catch some footage of that tench that was in the margin, but more than that, I've got a lot of footage of frogs either shagging, fighting, or trying to attack the camera. I'm trying to have a bit of fun with this camera, but that's all I've got to work with at the moment. So I hope all of you are interested in the mating season of frogs, because that's what you're going to have today, I'm afraid. But if I see anything more interesting, I'll film it. But it's a bit of a laugh filming these under air. It's good fun, this camera, so hopefully when I get more used to it and I catch some fish, I'll get some nice footage of it. So yeah, it's good fun. But it'd be more fun if I have a fish about now or sometime today. So as you can see, I am completely at the end of the lake. Like I said earlier, you can't really get any further than me, and no one can fish these spots. That's why the bait boat has got them under there. I've never used a bait boat before. Some people don't like to use them. I'm open-minded. I prefer to cast out because I feel like it's more your work going into it, but rightly so, these spots where I'm fishing, you wouldn't be able to cast to them. So it's given me a bit of an edge, and I'm trying anything really to get another fish out of this lake. So left rod, just double pop-up corn, a bit of spod mix and that in the bait boat. Right one, bit of the same, but a bit more boilie and crushed boilie. And they're fishing both under the snaggy spots. And where it's a bit warmer, especially when the sun comes out, fish come up here and just bask. All it takes is for one of them to go down, have a little munch, and I'll have a fish. So completely different to what I fished before. I mean, as you know, I've normally been fishing down this part of the bank or right down by my bowl. The bowl is down here and it goes round the bay. So that's where I normally fish, quite a lot of fish around. But we'll see, hopefully this sand will work a treat. And it is so nice to finally have spring here. Like I said, I don't want to jinx it, but the sun keeps coming out. Finally getting a bit of April showers like we should have done a while ago, and it's, yeah, mid-teens temperature wise, it's lush. So hopefully just everywhere's going to switch on and my vlogs will become more interesting. And while I look at this margin, all I can see is just countless numbers of frogs. So they're obviously getting busy for spring. Bloody hell. He's alright. Trying to shake it up now, isn't he? Never seen that. It's 7:30, so we've got about an hour and a half left of fishing. But the sun's just starting to go down, so it's getting a bit dark, so I thought I'd do an end vlog. Haven't touched the rods all day. I've had one beep, and the signs of fish has just stopped completely. Well, I've still got the best part to go, like the evening, so if I have something I'll film it obviously, but it's looking like another blank, so it's just the way it goes on here. So putting in all the hours, it's got to pay off sometime, but it's been good to get the stainless out and give that a test, and the underwater camera, so I hope you enjoyed all the frog shagging, and yeah, so if you enjoyed the video then good, but hopefully I'll have a fish soon from this lake, make the blog a bit better, won't it? Cheers for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and unless that was a tufty diving on my bait, yeah, like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and find me on Facebook, Nuffinbutfishing. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon. 2 days later, I'm back on the main lake. Come up here just for the evening. It's 25 to 6 already, so I've only got about 3.5 hours fishing. I had college all day until 4, but the weather looked quite nice, so I thought I'll go get a ticket and just do the evening. I'm not sure the peg number, but I'm kind of further up the lake. Not as high up as I was 2 days ago. I've probably 4 or 5 swims back down towards the middle of the lake, so I'm still quite high up. Reason being is the wind is absolutely howling down into the bottom end, and there's just anglers everywhere down. There's a couple of swims free, but I'd just be squeezing myself in, and it's just more lines, more pressure down there. So the nearest person to me is probably 4 swims down that way on this side and on the other side, so there's absolutely nobody else up here bar me, so no pressure up here. I've got right rod just in a margin, a few baits around. Left rod is about rod and a half length out, not very far at all, again with 3 offerings around it. So just a few hours, hopefully pick up a quick bite, and if not, it's just getting a bit more of this bait in the lake to get the fish used to it. So stop rambling on, show you the swim, and hopefully have one this evening. Right, well, no developments fish-wise, but I just want to say cheers to everyone that subscribed. On my birthday it was actually, I tipped 1,000 subscribers, so that was the other day. So that's the first kind of quite big milestone, I guess. Been doing videos for 4 years, maybe 5. My original account that not many people know about, with some very, very old videos on. Yeah, so quite a few years I've been doing them now, and finally went over 1,000, and almost simultaneously 400,000 video views as well. So just say big thank you to everyone that subscribed, followed me. It's been a good help, and I've got information from you guys as well. I mean, something happens on the bank that I'm not unsure about, I'll ask you, and I often get replies, so cheers for that. It's been a good help, so glad people are enjoying the videos. I'll continue to be making them, but I'm going to stop filming now because the bloody ducks are back. Right, well, I was fishing on Main Lake, ducks ruined my swim, so I've popped on the withy, and I've had this little mirror already. Nice bit of fun, nice to see it bending the rod again. Finally had a fish, been a while since I've had one, although it was only about 4 or 5 pound. It's another fish on the bank, but not what I came here for, but when the ducks weren't playing ball, ruining my swim, this is more than welcome. It's getting back. As you saw, just the one fish from this lake. Probably going to start backing out quite soon. Obviously started off on Main Lake today. Ducks were in swims, moved on around the one fish. Light's starting to fade, so I'll be thinking of packing up fairly soon. So I hope you enjoyed this double session video. The highlight being probably the frog sex. Obviously I'll be using the underwater camera for better purposes, but that was what it was the other day, so yeah, cheers for watching, hope you liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you did. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.